So my name is Dinyeko Simbine, and I am one of the co-founders of GirlCode and the CFO at GirlCode. I am a finance graduate, and I've always been passionate about helping others. And when I got into the tech industry and realized the gender gap in the industry, my passion was ignited even further, especially because I have a passion for empowering women and just making sure that, the gender divide in the tech space is reached. So GirlCode is a social enterprise that aims to empower young girls and women through technology. And how we go about achieving this is by teaching coding and robotics to women and girls of different ages. And how GirlCode was founded was back in 2014 when one of my co-founders, Zandila Mkwanazi, was working for a tech company, and she then realized the gender gap. And after realizing the gender gap, she then decided that we host an all-female hackathon at the company that she was working for at the time. And the following year, girls then started calling us and asking us, when is the next GirlCode hack? And funny enough, it wasn't meant to be an actual thing. We just wanted to test it out and see, what the tech space and what girls had to offer in the space. And then fast forward a few years later, GirlCode is an educational institution empowering girls all over the country and also placing girls in various jobs, not just in the country, but overseas as well. Okay, so the response from the outside world when it comes to GirlCode has been absolutely phenomenal. We've had pretty big tech partners jump on, like AWS, Naspers Labs, just to name a few. But more and more companies are resonating with what we do, especially because they know what the problem is within their companies. So they'd also like to solve that problem whilst upskilling up and coming South African girls. Lesson number one is getting your name out there and getting people to actually believe in you and invest in your business. That was a very big challenge, and you have to constantly prove yourself. Even now, we've grown immensely and we've got very big names behind our brand, but we find ourselves having to constantly still prove ourselves in order to get our foot in the door. The other thing is funding. Funding is like the heart of any business, and making sure that funding goes a long way. The budgeting, the planning, operations, hiring of staff, people management, as well as an entrepreneur. No one actually teaches you that stuff. You learn a lot of it on the fly, and it has been a very interesting journey, I must say. My message would be, you are enough, you are more than capable, and sometimes you need to be the change that you want to see. One thing that I love about GirlCode is that I get to contribute towards changing people's lives forever and giving them a skill that no one else can ever take away from them. And that skill also gets them, it's basically a skill for the future. So it sets them up for ever. Yeah. If you're watching this, I would like you to please go onto our website and apply for our programs. We have programs for women between the ages of 18 and 35. And if you have a young niece who is interested in technology or just sitting at home, please get her to apply for our GirlCode Club program, where we teach primary as well as high school girls how to code. And yeah, don't give up.